morning. Welcome to the channel. Thank you to my subscribers, likes, comments, and emails that I've gotten. Today it is Friday, so let's do the weekend. Let's see how our weekend's gonna go. Mine is gonna go with packing, moving, and finishing up hardwood floors. So that's exciting. So let's get into it. And then also, I got a new deck of the Romance Angels. So I will do a separate video today for that, for love energy. But right now we're just going to do some collective energy, what's going to go on this weekend, how we're going to do it. I'll shuffle them real quick and then we'll do a 3 card. And then of course if I need clarifiers. Oh, okay. First one, the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before you start acting on it. So that's just kind of going within, thinking about it, listening to yourself inside, how that's going to work out, how you want it to work out. Too many cards. Just a couple more. Just a couple more. 1 or 2 more. Just 1 or 2 more. Not wanting to talk today. That's too many. Too many. What the hell? And it's always good to go inside when you are very conflicted, confused, because then inside will tell you how you should do it. Your intuition will kick in and let you know. Patience is a good thing too. I mean, sometimes nothing works out, like when you want it. And I've learned that too. I've learned I need some patience. Next card is 5 of Fire. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflicts with others. And I think that's kind of what is making you confused at this point in time, is you're competing with somebody and I think you've always had it your way. And so now it's very hard to bring in that other person's perspective, because that's not how it's been for you. It's always been your way because, well, it's only been you, but I think you're trying to get what you want and not looking inside and not taking that other person into perspective. And your next card, 7 of Earth, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So you've already started, excuse me, you've already planted the seed inside of what you wanted. And right now you're just at a pause because I think you don't know what to do. And you're just like, you're competing. But if you look, you have unnecessarily worried. And I mean, it's growing a tree. It's growing a very strong, big tree. So what you planted and what you want is going to happen. You have to have patience with it. And you need to listen to what's inside. You need to listen to that. And renewal. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a different direction. So just review and evaluate the situation. But, if you look at this, it's someone going together. It's not, you're going together to hire both of yourselves. So you're reviewing everything. And you want to go in a new direction. And I think you guys are going to go in a new direction together. And, this doesn't have to be one person or one, like, love. It could also, maybe you have family conflicts and you are trying to move on from that, but going as a family together. Let's get one more card. One more card. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Release. The end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So you've went inside, you're going inside, and you're going to get that release of everything that you wanted. And I think spiritual wise, you understand it too. And it's going to all come out, and it might come to a head too. Sometimes when you're releasing stuff, purging, it brings out some bad crap, but don't worry about it. It has to come out. It's okay. You're going to move on from it, and you're going to transform. You're going to understand, because you're going inside to understand it, which is good. But just also always know that what you planted, what you want in your heart and in your head, basically in your heart, it's going to work out. But you need to stop competing. You need to stop competing in whatever your situation is. It's not just you. Obviously, it's a family situation of some sort. It is not just you. You have to compromise, and you have to listen to what's inside, yes, and you have to listen to yourself, but you also have to compromise. You're trying to evaluate everything, but you're evaluating and you're reviewing your side. You're not getting everybody else's side. But, in the end, it's going to work out for you. Whatever you wanted, whatever you are planting, and whatever you're trying to manifest, it's coming to a head now. And you're going to release what negative you need to release and transform for it to blossom, for it to make those roots, which is very, very good. Let's get one or two cards from the fairies, just kind of sum it up. Let's sum up the weekend energy. Hopefully it's positive. I'm pretty sure it's positive. I don't feel anything negative at all, which is great, because I hate negative. I am a person of absolute love and contentment. That is just who I want to be. I am, of course, because I'm a Libra, I balance everything out. I have to balance everything out in my life. It's so hard not to. Trust me. And sometimes it's very hard for me as a Libra to go with the flow. So it's okay. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. Sadness that will heal the time. So yeah, you have to reach out. You have to reach out for the help, and you also have to compromise with the help. And I think that's a big thing, is just compromising. I just feel I need another card. I don't know why. I just do. But I think you guys aren't compromising. You're competing. I feel this strong self of, I feel that you want it your way, and it's going to be your way, and that's it. You've planted this, and it's going to go, but you won't, it doesn't just take one thing to make things grow. You need water, you need sun, you need air, you need everything. You need the heat, you need the cold sometimes, but you have to understand it doesn't just come from one thing. It comes from both. It comes from all things. Take steps to ensure your financial security, your children and loved ones, making wise investments and planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. I think what this really is the 10 of autumn. You want to honor, you want to protect your children, you want to protect your family, but you also want to honor that tradition that you have done, that you have set up, that you have planted. It's a very traditional sense, which is good. But you've planted it well. Now I need you guys to compromise with that. I need you guys to, well, I don't need you to. You guys need to go inside. You need to think out what you want. And you also need to look at other points of view. It's gonna bring out the release in it is going to probably bring out some bad shit that happened, honestly. But that's okay. That's what releasing does. It wants you to release all the negative that you have, that you have in this relationship, and just take it out. That's how you grow from it, is finding it, releasing it, knowing what it is, and knowing that you can move past it and you've grown from it because you've learned from that situation. You cannot, I want to stress this enough, sometimes you can't do it alone, and that's okay. Yes, you're going to move into a new direction. I think you're moving in this new direction with your whole family, your traditional sense of your family, excuse me, that you have it inside. So just take the steps, go inside, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, listen to what's inside, and go with it. What you planted was it's coming. It's a good thing. You know, yes, you're paused right now, but sometimes things don't just sprout up. It takes time. You know, it takes time to grow that. It takes time to nurture that. And that's what you have to do. But you don't do it by yourself. If you want this, whatever this is that you want it to grow, this family situation to grow what you're in, it's not just you. Yeah, it's not just one person. You're not going to grow it that way. You can't. I mean, you need all elements in it, you know, just like plants and trees, they need all the elements, you know, to grow, to blossom. So just take that this weekend and understand that, you know, yes, you have a little pause, but that's okay. That's your pause to go inside. That's your pause to reevaluate the situation and to release whatever you need to get out. So with that being said, I think it's going to be a good weekend. I think it's going to be a good weekend of communication. I feel a lot of communication and I feel a lot of growing. It might be an impatient thing for you, but it's going to happen. And you're going to have a renewed sense. I think by the end of the weekend, you're going to have a renewed sense of what your tradition is, what your values are. And I think it's going to grow from there even further. So and remember, if you need to reach out to somebody, reach out, but reach out to ones that you trust and that you love. And it all will heal. You know, I think the sadness with the 3 in winter, it's saying sadness. I think that's from the release of what you have. And I think it's the release of past, you know, crap. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I think you're just going to release it. It's going to make you grow, and it's going to make you all grow together as one, as a family, which is perfect, because I think that's what everybody strives for. I know that's what I do. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, I'll be on here. I'll do a love reading, and then I'll be continuing packing and stuff. So I will probably see you soon, though. I know I will. So have a good weekend.